Hello Virgos and welcome to your June 2023 reading. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that came out is Judgment. So right away when we enter a month into with the Judgment, Major Arcana Judgment, that tells me that, maybe since that Scorpio eclipse or whatever, but here you're hearing the trumpet of the angel, and that is the principle of hearing the higher vibration. And what happens when we are able to hear the higher vibration? That means that our consciousness is rising, but as it is rising, things that were unconscious are also rising and now are kind of crossing the veil, and here they are. On the card represented by people in coffins floating in water. They were in coffins, closed up, under the water in your subconscious before. So of course it can be situations from the past, old feelings, old fears, old whatever coming up to be addressed, to be transcended by that higher vibration, to be addressed by it. Under that, beside it first, after I have the Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands. So it's touching right away those three, and the number 3 is in the causal plane. Okay, so that means what you're expecting and how you're actually building it from the decisions that you've made before. It's about that. And at the end of the month, there's going to be kind of I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not assessing and waiting and, accepting that my wand is a shovel and my energy is just used at the salt mine here. Here we're not waiting anymore. So let's see exactly what they mean. Under the Judgment, I have the Hermit in reverse with the King of Cups. So the Judgment, you see what I mean? It's pulling out of the water what was distorted, the old wounds, the pains, the stories, the whatever that need to be addressed, because it was affecting your inner light. What is our inner light? Our inner light is our spirit, the spark of the divine within us that can guide us, like the Hermit here, that can guide our wand, guiding the wand or where we are going to move forward in the shadow. When we don't have any signs, we follow our wisdom, we follow our knowledge and our understandings. But if in that water there's old wounded parts, it blurs the water. It blurs the receptivity of the vibration of our higher self that we could read into intuition or vision or anything like that. Okay? So this is being addressed so that after your Hermit side will be much more sure of himself, because there won't be any static on the line. Under the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, of course we have the Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. So we are slowly getting out of our head, and that's probably why we had a hard time following our wisdom, if our wisdom is stuck with disempowering belief from old wounds that just put us in our head. And when we're in our head and the Seven of Swords, of course we're not actively building our reality and expecting the best. So these things are going to slowly disappear this month. Under the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Hangman upright. So that means, the illumination is there about the Four of Wands in reverse. That means truly understanding what was hidden and preventing us from truly being in the Four of Wands, in that pure alignment 11-11 of, yes, on the other side of, I have access to this reality where people are welcoming me. There's nothing hidden. Nobody's trying to hurt me from behind the scene and so on. This is when all of the fire, the will is upright for growth, solidity, and etc. Okay? It's like solid fire. Not like four legs of a table. Okay? And under that, I have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So this is when we understand the Six of Pentacles, but we haven't embodied it yet. Okay, completely. Bottom of the deck, I have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like, not quite there. But at the end of the month, there's going to be this kind of, you know what? I stop waiting for starting my life or investing in me or anything like that, because now I will have understood something about my own disempowerment and sabotage that used to blur my inner guidance. Let's clarify this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Libras for the month of June 2023. June 2023. Right. Show me the Judgment. Okay. All right. So I have the Nine of Pentacles. I have the Page of Cups and the another Nine of Wands. And this is a bit like the times we were hurt, judgment on the times we were hurt about not receiving a cup of water. So, and that can be just that welcoming, loving, filled with possibility, appreciation. The Page of Cups, it's not the big love, but it's sometimes just that appreciation and that idea, creativity that we were hurt by, okay? Not having it. The withhold of the Page of Cups. It can be an invitation. It can be, hey, I'm happy you're here, kind of thing. It's a page of, it's a cup we're offering. Here's the cup that I have. So we're having a judgment on how we've barred ourselves from it, from maybe receiving it and giving it. Okay? Let's look at that Hermit. And of course, we need that cup. And maybe how our protectiveness prevented people from giving us a cup. Or even ourselves grabbing one from the universe. Show me the Hermit in reverse. Why is the Hermit in reverse? Oops. I have the Empress, Four of Cups in reverse. And the Empress, you know, when you look at that, Hermit is associated with Virgo. And Virgo is a bit of Mother Nature like her. They have that in common. Ruled by Venus. She's ruled by Venus. Ruled by Mercury. And it's all about, this is almost like, it can be linked to, of course, unconditional love and abundance, but creativity. And creativity is not just for artists. Creativity is what allows us to be able to envision what we want to create in our lives. I want to see myself in a garden. That's creativity. And we need that. We need to have access to the possibilities of joy, fulfillment, and all of that. That it won't be just like it's always been. Let's look at your King of Cups here. Because 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse. You are at the end of your cycle. There's something new that you need to build. You know it. See, under the Queen of Swords in reverse, I had hidden there the Ace of Cups that you need to have that love for what will come, or just the inspiration in that vibration within you of what you want to build and create. But as long as it's blurred by your old wounds, you won't be able to perceive it. Queen of Swords in reverse. She's all about what I can perceive as being my options and my opportunities that can come towards me, what is possible for me. Let's look at that Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Death. So that judgment probably came from that Scorpio eclipse, pushing you to bring these things that are hindering you and preventing you from being able to see in front of you and feel what you want to build. Get the inspiration in your water, second chakra, you know. Creativity, intuition, it comes from there. The Empress, your inspiration, aspiration of what you want to build. It's blurred by a bunch of twigs in your water. A bunch of twigs of that time and that time and that time that I was hurt. And that's why I cannot have that vibration of what I would love really. If you ask yourself, what really makes me happy? What would really make me happy? And it can be maybe blurred by your old wounds. If it's just, well, it would make me happy if this wouldn't happen, then it's not creating something, it's by removal. But then you don't have anything to create. So I think this is addressing this. Let's look at your Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Then at one point you're like, what am I waiting for? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Because it doesn't have to be like I've always had. And at one point, I'm going to have to, all right, that is done. I'm letting it go. I can actually experiment something else if I believe it. If there's waters in there that are mirroring something different, new, something I can look forward to. But for that, I need to release the past. That was for this. But let's look here about your Eight of Swords and your Nine of Swords, because you are releasing these things. This is what is blocking your Queen of Swords from being able to actually see the possibilities of experimenting something different for you. Okay, so they're repeating the 8 of Swords. Okay, 4 of Swords. And it's with our 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is something that probably you're going to have to work on a bit next month also. So that it's not the balance of the universe, being able to actually receive unconditionally peace, grace, abundance, love within yourself. Is not conditioned by outside of you, but is a state of being that has to be unconditional within yourself. That in theory you get it. In practice, it's not quite there yet. Okay, because you still have all the baggage of the opposite of it. So we're gonna heal from that. Let's look at the Hangman here with the 4 of Wands. So here it's, of course, you have to be, I have my Hangman upright again. Okay. Hangman, Hangman upright. Yes. It's not just that, well, maybe there's a cup out there. It has to be, yes, there's a cup out there. Yes, it doesn't have to be, this is life and that's it for me. My empire is done. Okay, it needs to get to the next part. I need to grow a new seed. What is going to be that seed? It needs to be something that is, I'm going to be inspired by. And who are you? Something that I'm going to be inspired by. The star. There's your inspiration. There's the alignment that is going to come. Need to have faith in it. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. And here we have that beautiful Sagittarius full moon, showing you exactly what you believe. And then it's going to be up to you. What do I do with these beliefs? I'm still conflicted about that whole idea of the 6 of Pentacles. That whole idea that I'm not outside of the world having to sacrifice for peanuts. I'm not so sure which one I believe about myself. As long as you hold on to the past one, you cannot experiment anything new. It's mechanical. It's not because you deserve it or not. It's purely mechanical. And the 6 of Pentacles is all about, it starts with me. If I do not restrain my capacity to receive unconditional love and abundance, and not because I worked for it, not because I found a cure for cancer, or because I suffered so much in the past that now maybe I deserve a bit, but just for being. Just because the divine within me deserves it also, and I choose to experiment this, and therefore I will not sacrifice myself. I will not abandon myself. As long as this is not innate in you as a truth, like her truth, that's for her. There's nothing more true than that for Venus. And if that guides you, of course, this is where you're going to end up. So this is what you're going to kind of look at. The whole question of having faith in your future. So, and you allowing your future to be bright and beautiful. So, I'm going to call it like that. So, on this, my beautiful, beautiful Libras, I'm going to send you all of my love and light. I said Libras, I mean Virgo. I'm going to send you all of my love and light for the month of June. And thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. If you want a private reading, of course, there's a description below. Super easy to do. Thank you also for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, on new moons and full moons, I ask the universe to give you back as right now. So on this, namaste. And I'll see you next month.